You have the floor. Thank you, Right Honourable Speaker. I rise with the heavy heart, yet with the spirit fortified with historical truths. And that's how fired up I am today to make this statement. Today, the 24th of February, 2026, marks 60 years since the most regrettable and darkest moment in our nation's history, the overthrow of the founder of modern Ghana, the man whose very blood mingles with the soil of my beloved constituency, Osajifo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. 60 years ago, on February 24th, 1966, a dark cloud descended upon our young republic. What was termed at the time as Operation Cold Chop was in reality the assassination of the African dream. The verdict of history. For decades, the events of 24th February were all shrouded in the convenient narratives of the victors. But today, 60 years removed from that fateful day, the fog of propaganda has been lifted by the cold, hard light of the classified truth. Mr. Speaker, we must place on the permanent record of this House that what happened on that day was not merely a coup. It was an assassination of a dream, orchestrated by individuals who could not bear to see an independent, self-reliant, and powerful black star shining so brightly. Today we know from the classified records across the globe that what really happened was a well-coordinated plot timed to occur while our president was on a peace mission to Hanoi, seeking an end to the Vietnam War. It was a stab in the back delivered by those who saw Nkrumah's Ghana as a threat to their neo-colonial agenda. As confirmed by His Excellency the President recently, during the 68th Independence Day celebrations, and now supported by overwhelming documentary evidence from across the globe, the overthrow of Dr. Kwame Nkrumah was a coup inspired, engineered, and executed with the active complicity of external forces. The crime of Nkrumah was not mismanagement. It was his audacity to dream of a United States of Africa. An Africa that will control its own resources, threatening the grip of neocolonialism. Mr. Speaker, let us call it what it was, an act of international aggression against a sovereign African state. The coup did not just remove a man, it shattered the vision of an industrialized, self-reliant Ghana. It halted the construction of a nation that will process its own cocoa, refine its own oil, and manufacture its own goods. It plunged us into decades of political instability, backtracking on our progress we had made, setting back our attainment of nationhood by a generation. As we acknowledge the tragedy of the overthrow, we must, with equal vigor, reaffirm the unparalleled and singular role Kwame Nkrumah played during the birthing of this nation. There are those who, driven by political expediency or historical revisionism, may seek to diminish this legacy. Mr. Speaker, let no one be deceived. Kwame Nkrumah was not just a participant in Ghana's independence struggle. He was the architect, the driving force, and the strategic genius behind that movement. While we honor the contributions of all our forebears, and we must honor them for their contributions, the historical facts are unequivocal. It was Nkrumah who, upon his return from the US and UK in 1947, brought a radical energy to the politics of the Gold Coast. It was Nkrumah who founded the CPP, a mass political movement that mobilized not just the elite, but the ordinary people, the market women, the workers, and the youth. It was Nkrumah who coined the battle cry, self-government now, and organized the positive action campaigns of strikes and boycotts that made the colony ungovernable for the British. When he was imprisoned by the colonial authorities for his activism, it was Nkrumah's party that won the 1951 election, forcing the British to release him and invite him to lead government business. And it was Kwame Nkrumah who, on the night of the 6th of March, 1957, stood before the world and declared that the Ghanaian people were free forever. His vision did not stop at our borders. He understood that our freedom was meaningless unless it was linked up with the total liberation of the African continent. His legacy is etched into the very fabric of our nation. And we can think about it and reflect on it today. The Akosombo Dam that continue to light our homes. The Tema Harbor that anchors our trade. The Ghana Airways that connected us to the world. The secondary schools built across the nation, and the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, which remains a citadel of learning. Can we imagine modern Ghana without these foundational pillars? As I conclude, I'm reminded of the words of Osajifo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. I am in the knowledge that death can never extinguish the torch which I have lit in Ghana and Africa. Long after I'm dead and gone, the light will continue to burn and burn aloft, giving light and guidance to all people. He lives on in the Akosombo Dam's turbines. He lives on in the minds of students of KNUST. He lives on in every Pan-African ideal we dare to speak. He lives on in the determination of all Ghanaians to finish the work he started. Let this 60th anniversary mark a turning point. Let us as one people finally agree on the important and indispensable role of Osaji Dr. Kwame Nkrumah in founding our country. Let's recommit to the ideals of self-reliance, Pan-African unity, and the industrial transformation that Kwame Nkrumah so tirelessly championed. May his soul continue to rest in perfect peace. Amen. And may the example of his life forever guide our path. Amen. God bless our homeland Ghana. Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker.